This is for standard 1 in 7th grade geometry. It's about finding proportions. So given a proportion of similar objects, can we find the other dimension? So let's start off with our model building, right? It's kind of like a smaller scale of our big building. Let's say we measured the model building of a height of 9 inches and a length of 6 inches. So you need to find some kind of scale for proportions. You could do either one. You could do length over height or height over length. Let's do height over length. So that's 9 inches over 6 inches. Anything that's fractional can be reduced. So first off, inches over inches disappears. 9 over 6 reduces to 3 over 2. So we're going to use this. We call that our scale factor. We use this scale factor to determine the height of this building. So, given the height of the building. Now, we know and we can measure that the length of the building is 200 feet. But we don't know what the height is, right? We cannot measure the height. But we can use a scale factor to determine it. What you want to do is you want to set the same proportion. We did height over length, so we're going to do height over length. We don't know what the height is, so you could either use a variable if your kids have used a variable before. You could use a question mark if you want to use a question mark, or you could use a square box like the book usually does. So it'll be square box over 200 feet equal to your scale factor, 3 over 2. So you want this to be equal. You could do the kind of cross multiply and solve, but the kids right now don't really know much algebra. They don't know how to set up equations, they don't know how to solve it. So you want to ask them, 2 times what equals 200 feet? Okay? Or you can say 2 divided into 200 how many times? Either one is viable. So the kids will give you the answer of 100. So because 2 goes into 200 100 times, you multiply the bottom by 100. Then you must multiply the top by 100. I know I'm kind of going backwards here, so let me change it to division. Sorry about that. So 200 divided by 100 is 2. So what divided by 100 is 3. And the kids should know equivalent fractions by now. Okay? So after some thinking, they'll find out, oh, it's 300. So because of proportions, you could find out how tall a building is. 300 feet. And that's how we do Standard 1 Geometry, 7th grade.